What's going on, everyone? I'm glad that you're here. So, do you want to know one of the best ways to de-stress and unwind as a man? Have more sex. There you have it, all done. Shortest video ever. But seriously though, sex is a great way to unwind, and I'm going to be talking about some studies on that topic later on in this video. But after doing a bunch of research on this topic, there's some pretty interesting ways that men can relax that I've never even considered. So, if you're ready, let's dive in. Okay, so if you can identify with what I'm about to say, I need you to hit the like button to let me know how many of you guys are out there just like me. So research has shown that most men tend to look for escape activities to relax and try to find relief from stress. Once again, if that's you, hit the like button because I am right there with you. So the escape behavior can be pretty misunderstood though, and I think just that in itself can cause problems and more stress in your relationship, causing you to maybe even withdraw even more. It's kind of a vicious cycle because really most women don't understand this behavior. All right, for example, one escape activity is playing golf. Golf is a great way to escape because you get to be outside, you're involved in a sport, you're also challenging yourself and getting your mind off the real world for a little bit, while at the same time, you're bonding with other like-minded guys. Now, I'm not saying that the entire golf course is full of these guys trying to escape the stress in their lives, but it's just one of the ways that we'll do it, right? It's completely harmless, it's competitive, but it also at the same time takes time away from your spouse and your family. Here's the thing, and I'm sure this is no secret to anybody who's going to be watching this, but men don't normally talk about their feelings when it comes to stress. It's generally just a lot easier to deal with it and move on. Why? Because we're men and that's what we're taught. At least that's how I was taught when I was growing up in the 70s and 80s. The problem comes in though when stress starts to pile up. Because when it piles up, that's when we go self-isolate. We'll probably go work in the garage or drink too much beer or veg out on the couch watching sports and maybe even do like a guy's night out. We'll probably eat way too much food, act lazy, and then we end up withdrawing or just basically wanting to do nothing at all. And most of these behaviors are, for the most part, perfectly harmless. We don't mean anything by it, and we're not trying to be rude to anyone, but we just need to go be by ourselves and basically veg out and do nothing. Because let me hit you with this. This is something else that you might identify with, and that's that studies show that a man is most relaxed when he's alone. All right, so let me list out a few regular relaxing practices that you can start to implement into your life if you don't do these things already. The first is chewing gum. Now, studies in men's journals showed that men who chewed gum during stressful multitasking situations experienced lower stress, lower cortisol levels, and increased alertness and performance when compared to like other guys who didn't chew gum when exposed to the same exact situations. And the theory is apparently that chewing gum helps improve blood flow to the brain, which helps lower stress. Next is to get more sleep. And you're smart enough to know that staying out late and drinking too much has an effect on your productivity the following day, right? If you're not productive or lack focus, maybe you're missing some deadlines. But even if you're not missing deadlines, you probably have added stress because you're just not performing in the same way that you should when you're not tired. Lack of sleep also causes you to be edgy. You're not as focused as you normally are because you're tired, and it can also increase anxiety. So personally, for me, one of my, escape behaviors is making myself a nice rye whiskey cocktail or pouring a really good glass of red wine, sitting out in my backyard with a cigar. And if you follow me on Instagram, you probably already know this. Now, some of my favorite cigars right now are from La Aurora, who came on board once again to sponsor today's video. La Aurora was founded in 1903 with only 6 employees. And as their business grew, they remained true to their family traditions and Dominican roots by giving back through social responsibility programs, job creation, and charitable initiatives. And because of all of that, La Aurora is now one of the top employers in the northern region of the Dominican Republic. La Aurora has now expanded into 5 continents, bringing the high-quality flavor of the Dominican Republic to 60 countries. Masterful blends and meticulous attention to detail elevate La Aurora over other cigar brands. The 107 Nicaragua, now this one's part of their line of premium cigars and was selected as one of Cigar Snob's top 25 cigars of 2020. If you're into cigars, but you're not always sure what to get next, shop now by clicking the link down in the video description and grab yourself some high quality cigars from La Aurora. Now, even if you're not into cigars personally, these sampler packs and cigar accessories make a fantastic gift. Thank you, La Aurora Cigars, once again for supporting my channel and sponsoring today's video. All right, I promised you guys that we would talk about the sex study. So look, a study in Men's Journal reported that students who had sex with someone once a week who they didn't know very well, meaning that they weren't like really emotionally attached to that other person, they reported a higher sense of well-being and less stress versus having no sex at all. Now, this doesn't mean that you get to go have a hall pass and go have sex with a stranger outside of your relationship, but the point here is that having sex is a great way to release some pressure and reduce stress. So, once you're done watching this video, go tell your spouse that more sex is good for you, share this video with them, and thank me later. Okay, another way to de-stress and unwind is to burn scented candles or even invest in a scent diffuser. Aromatherapy is a real thing, and I've got 2 of these scent diffusers in my house pretty much running all day long. Calming scents like lavender can help you relax and significantly reduce stress. Another way is to go get a massage. Listen, a relaxing Swedish or even a deep tissue massage lowers your heart rate, lowers blood pressure, helps with sleep, reduces anxiety, and lowers stress. Next is laughter. Watch a funny movie or go see a live comedy show or watch a Netflix special with a stand-up comedian. A study by the Mayo Clinic showed that laughter has powerful short-term effects. It stimulates your heart, your lungs, and your muscles by enhancing your intake of oxygen and increases endorphins released by the brain. Laughter also fires up your stress response, increasing your heart rate and your blood pressure before cooling back down, which in turn promotes that relaxed feeling. Research also shows its ability to improve immune function, relieve pain, improve mood, and reduce anxiety as well as depression. So look, if you're still here, you have got to learn how to relax. Think about the last time you went on vacation. Did you work during your vacation? Did you think about the office and your email piling up the entire time that you were gone? And did you come back from vacation feeling like you needed another vacation? And here's something that I found really interesting when I started doing some of the research for this video, and it's that men seem to get addicted to the chemical high of stress. So when we get addicted to something, like in this case stress, we seek out even more stress. Now, we might call this being a workaholic, because for some, work tends to alleviate anxiety, and when you're not at work or not working, your anxiety builds up. It's just like needing that drink for an alcoholic. The other interesting thing from the studies is that low self-esteem can also be an underlying drive for men to obsess about work. Now, not in all cases, but in some. So one thing that I try to work on is just knowing that it can wait. For me personally, since I write out scripts for all my videos, some days the ideas just don't come. Then I get stressed out because I'm on a schedule and I have deadlines every few days. So for me, the way that I like to work is I try to get videos done at least a week ahead of time, but I feel more comfortable being 2 weeks ahead. So for example, if the video is due on a Thursday, I feel like I need to have it done at the latest by the Thursday prior. But if my brain isn't working and I can't focus or I just don't have any ideas, I know myself and I know that I just kind of need to walk away from the computer for a little while. I know that I'll get it done because I always do. So sometimes it can wait. I'll probably come back a little bit later with a clear head and things usually get a lot better. But hey, one last thing before you guys go. I've got some amazing stuff coming up in the next couple weeks that I don't think you're gonna wanna miss out on. So if you're not yet subscribed, please consider doing that right now because it's absolutely free and it only takes a second. And with that, my friends, as always, thank you so much for watching. Live well, and I'll see you in the next one.